Well, with travel bans somewhat imminent and Australia looking like it's going to go into lockdown soon enough, I wanted to get down to Tassie for you and focus on Hobart and one of its outlier suburbs, Bridgewater, which is just under 22 k's north of Hobart. As I've said previously in my weekly real estate wrap, Hobart is the tightest rental market of all the capital cities in Australia, and it's the strongest property market, again, of all the capital cities. It would be fair to say that its economic future is assured thanks to the $1.4 billion city deal, and that was signed off by all three levels of government. The ComSec state of the state report back in last year, in fact 2019, the Tassie economy is now ranked number 2 behind Victoria on economic performance rankings. And if we look past when this coronavirus hopefully is on the downward curve, so to speak, I will say that Tassie does have a number of significant projects in the pipeline, and they include an international airport to encourage direct flights for tourists, and Antarctic and science precinct at Macquarie Point, and a light rail network. Now, from an employment perspective, Hobart supports a host of light industry manufacturers, from Incat, the catamaran builders, zinc refinery Nearstar, good old Cascade Brewery, didn't mind a couple of frothies there when I was last down in Hobart, Cadbury's Chocolate Factory, of course, and Norske Skog. Now, they produce around 290,000 tonnes of newsprint and paper annually. Of course, we all know that tourism plays a significant role in Hobart's economy, with more than 1.26 million visitors to Tassie annually, and the figure has been growing year on year. Attractions, of course, around Hobart include Mona, you've got Port Arthur, the Salamanca Place and the Salamanca Market, and Mount Wellington. In the last 15 to 20 years, wineries have become popular, with many located around the Derwent River, the Coal River and the Huon Valley. From an education perspective, in terms of tertiary education, well, you've got the University of Tasmania, and they claim to be ranked in the top 2% of unis worldwide, with some 29,000 local, national and international students. From a health perspective, Hobart is serviced by the Royal Hobart Hospital and 2 private hospitals. The Royal Hobart Hospital is Tasmania's largest. It employs around 3,000 people. It's a major clinical teaching and research centre as well, and it does work closely with the Uni of Tasmania. Core Logic also tells us that Tassie is the fastest growing economy in Australia from a capital city perspective. Throughout last year, or 2019, CoreLogic's monthly home value index report showed annual median price growth in Hobart every single month. Now, as I said earlier, I was going to talk about Bridgewater. I think it does tick the boxes for an investor. I refer to what I call the holy grail of investing, and that's win-win-win. So you've got a low median price point at $245,000, great rental yield at 7%, and capital growth, well, in the last year it was 10%. So there you have it, folks. Stay well, be careful, take care of each other out there in the community, and have yourselves a great afternoon. This is Phil Robison from Philip Robison Property saying bye for now.